Hello, it's Nailah Blades here with Polka Dot Coaching. And yesterday I announced my Fierce Leadership Summit, which is going to be an all-day, in-person, live event here in Los Angeles, and is taking place March 25th. And I was so excited and so relieved and quite honestly a little bit nervous to get that out into the world and to share what I've been working on and what is so near and dear to my heart. What has been so near and dear to my heart for the past few months, and that is leadership. And really, it's actually about redefining what leadership means for you. I've actually struggled with the concept of leadership for a long time. Growing up, I was always a leader. I always sought out leadership roles. I was the president of the French club in high school. I was co-captain of the track team. This continued on throughout college, and I was the president of my sorority, and I sought out leadership positions in the Women's Student Assembly. So for a long time, I sought out these leadership positions, and I was like, if there's a leadership position, I'm stepping up for it. And I think a lot of that had to do with what I was told that I should be doing in order to be an outstanding member of society. And a funny thing happened when I actually got out into the working world, and that was that my leadership qualities and my leadership abilities were questioned. And all of a sudden, I wasn't this natural born leader that I thought I was. And the things that I was bringing to the table didn't even seem relevant or like anybody wanted them. So I struggled a lot with that in the corporate world and was really trying to get a grasp of what happened to my natural born leadership ability that I had when I was 16, and what happened when I was leading my sorority, what happened to that. And the thing that I've always struggled about with leadership is that some of the concepts have always just rang a little hollow to me, and there's been some things that just don't really jive. And that really became clear as I started my graduate studies. I'm currently getting a master's in communication and organizational leadership. And that has forced me to really take a look and really take a fine-tooth comb and comb through what my own personal leadership philosophy is. And that's when I started to realize that the things that we're usually taught about leadership and the things that we're supposed to strive towards as these leaders, those are the things that weren't really, kind of jiving with the person I was. And I think as I started really researching leadership and really studying it a lot more, at the same time, this really amazing thing was happening with me. And that was that I really felt like I was awakening to myself and really becoming more of myself and stepping much more fully into the person that I was meant to be. And for those of you who are regular followers of the blog, you know that I've talked about this journey a lot over the past year to year and a half, where I really feel like I am totally stepping up to the plate as Nailah Blades, and I am really stepping into myself the way that I should be, and I'm really tapping into the power that I have just innately. So I think when these two things kind of collided with, kind of my own personal journey to tapping into my power, and then also really studying and researching all these different leadership philosophies and being asked to craft my own personal leadership philosophy, is when this idea of fierce leadership started to take hold. And this came about first of all, I started really recognizing that the more I was me and the more I really just showed up as myself, the more of a leader I became. So it didn't take me showing up and saying I was a leader. It didn't mean that I was like leading the charge and running into the battle and leading these troops. It just meant that I was showing up authentically and wholly as myself, and I was really tapping into my powers. And the more that I did that, the bigger and more profound of an impact I had on the people around me. One day I was reading through a book and I happened upon this quote that was really profound for me, and it made everything just completely click into place, and I felt like I had one of those aha moments. That quote is by Florida Scott Maxwell, and it says, "When you truly possess all you have been and done, you are fierce with reality." And that totally resonated with me because for me, that meant that when you just really become one, when you're really aligned with your passions, with your experiences, with your unique strengths and talents, with all of those things, with your journey, that's when you're really going to be fierce with reality. You're really going to be this fierce leader. And that's when you're able to lead from that place of authenticity, and you're able to lead from that place of personal authority. And for me, that is when people want to follow you. You don't even have to tell them to follow you, but that's when you're really inspiring others to find their cause and rally around their cause. And that's what leadership means for me. Leadership begins on the inside and it radiates outside and it touches everyone in your path. Leadership is building that community. It's tapping into that thing that really makes you excited and happy and bold and fierce. For me, recognizing that there was space in this world for my own unique brand of leadership was phenomenal. And I wanted to be able to share that. And I wanted to help other women redefine their own personal meaning of leadership. And I wanted to help other people tap into their full power and their full strengths so that they can lead from that place of integrity and lead from that place of authenticity. And I think that that's what we need. I think that the world has changed, and I think that the world is ready for this. And I think that the world is ready for legions of young women really grabbing a hold of what it is that they truly believe and really inspiring others to just reach higher than they've ever have before. And that's what the Fierce Leadership Summit is just about creating that version of leadership for yourself. And it's that version of leadership that starts very much from the inside and is able to radiate outside and touch all of the people around you. Imagine what the world would look like if everyone led from that place of fierce reality. Imagine what we can do if everyone was leading from that place of authenticity and just complete authority. Just imagine what that can do to the world and to the people around us. I'm so excited to begin sharing my personal philosophy of leadership, and I'm really excited to be able to help other women shape their own personal philosophy of leadership. And the Fierce Leadership Summit is that first step in that direction of us completely taking over the world. Taking place here in Los Angeles, March 25th at the Davidson Conference Center on the campus of USC. And you are definitely going to be hearing lots more about the summit and about fierce leadership in general. And I'm so excited to begin taking this journey with you guys and begin taking the next step in just the iteration of polka dot coaching and the next step in my mission of what I feel I'm here to provide to you. If you're in LA, I can't wait to see you out there on March 25th. And if you're not, I'm definitely going to think of some ways to get you all involved. But yeah, way excited and I can't wait. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.